What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Yala Poppy from simphunter.com, and in this video, I'm going to teach you how to improve model retention for your OnlyFans creators. This is something I am very good at, very, very good at, because for a very long time, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I didn't make any money, yet I managed to keep models with me for months, like months and months and months at a time. So I was really good at stringing them along. Like, I guess that's a good thing, right? That's a skill. I'm not proud that I took longer than average to get them any sort of results, but it is what it is. And on the way to, it's like an oyster, right? An oyster gets a grain of sand in its shell, and in response to the grain of sand, it creates a pearl. So this is the grain of sand was me being really bad at OFM for like 6 months in the beginning. And the pearl was learning how to improve model retention. So I'm going to tell you what it is right now, how to break it down. I've got 4 things on my little list right here. And the first one is now, okay, let me just actually be clear about this, that I did not do these things for the purpose of stringing them along. Like I wasn't like, ha ha ha, I'm going to get them to stay with me. And I secretly have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, yes, of course I did want them to stay. And yes, of course, like I said, I didn't know what I was doing. But this, the things that I'm going to tell you are really just how I interacted with them in general. And I noticed that when I did these things, the more that I did them, the better the retention was. So just to dig myself out of a hole before I put myself in a hole. Anyway, number 1 is take a genuine interest in them. Now, I'm not sure where you measure on the psychopath scale. Maybe I don't know what you think about women. I don't know, if you like talking to them, if you respect them, you don't respect them. I mean, look, it's one thing to, for the guys to get together and talk a little shit about women. It's fine. It's like a hobby. It's a pastime, right? Girls do it about guys also. They get together and they say, fucking complain about men. It's not, it is what it is. That's life. That's from the beginning of time. It's one thing to do that, but when you're actually in a situation where you are communicating with a woman, that's different. You're going to probably act differently. The way that you act towards a girl is not going to be the same as the shit that you talk to your guy friends or to other OFM people about women, right? It's 2 different sides of your personality that you're going to show. So hopefully you are aware of that and you don't let the, latent misogyny that resides within us all, you don't let that bubble to the surface when communicating with your OnlyFans creators. Mainly because at the end of the day, you have to remember that yes, they are women, but they are, for all intents and purposes, our business partners. Like you are partners in this role. You don't work for them. They don't work for you. You're partners. I mean, you can phrase it however you want. I choose to see it that way. I mean, really the way that I choose to see it is that they work for me, but it's actually that we work for them. But, anyway, whatever. So here's the point. Take a genuine interest in them. The reason I gave that kind of preamble in the beginning about, I don't know whether or not you hate women or not, is that like, it might be hard for you to take a genuine interest in a woman you're probably not going to sleep with. If you're like most agencies, 99% agencies out there, they work with creators that they're never going to meet in real life, live in other countries, live in other cities, other states. So like, it's not like you're going to meet these girls or you're going to fly them out or you're going to fly out there. These are not romantic interests, right? You have no real reason to take an interest in them, right? Because you're not going to sleep with them. So like in our male minds, I'm just speaking out loud here as the way that I would think about it. Like, why would I have any interest in a woman that I'm not trying to sleep with? Like, unless it's a family member or something. And when you work with a creator, I would recommend that you try to take a genuine interest in them. Ask them about what they're interested in. Ask them about what they do. Ask them what they do for fun. Ask them if they have any fucking brothers and sisters. Just become curious about the person who has agreed to work with you. And a funny thing will happen. Number 1, they will like you more. Okay. Girls who do this are very scared. They're very nervous. Even the ones with experience, even the ones that have worked with fucking 3 other agencies, they are nervous working with you. Like they're waiting for something to go wrong. They're waiting for you to prove that you're a fucking psycho. They're waiting to prove that you leak their content all over the internet. They're waiting for you to fucking do some shady shit and completely fuck them over. And, they're in a sensitive place. So if you take a genuine interest in them, it will make them relax by a lot. Now, I'm not saying this to do this in some kind of deviant way, but, the people that you work with who are sending you their, naked content, you want them to be relaxed and comfortable. Like you'll get, let me put it to you like this. If the girl knows, because these girls, I don't know about you. I never watch I don't look at any of the PPVs that my models send me, not even out of curiosity. I haven't looked at a PPV in like a year. Seriously, have not looked. I don't look. She sends it to me. I send it to the chatters. That's it. It's done. I don't look out of curiosity. I have no interest in seeing them naked. I don't want to see their videos. It doesn't even matter how hot they are. Like I literally do not care. But these girls, they probably think that you're looking at all of them, even if, you're professional and you don't hit on them. They still probably think, oh, well, he's a man. Of course he's going to look. So if they like you and they know that you at least are conscientious enough to take a genuine interest in them, or at least give the appearance of taking a genuine interest in them, they will put more effort into their PPVs because they'll think to themselves, oh, he's going to see this. Oh, he's going to watch this. So like, I need to make it extra good. I need to make it extra spicy. So anyway, it'll help them, get more attached to you, really. Not in like a fucking creepy manipulative way, but like you want your partners to be attached to you. You want your business partners or your employees or whatever. You want them to grow attached to you. Yes, you are paying them for the role. I'm not saying that you need to fucking do anything evil to get them like attached. But if you want them to stick with you for a long time, guess what? It's not just about the money that you're paying them. That's not what it comes down to. I've had a lot of creators quit, and a lot of employees quit, regardless of how much money they were making. I've quit jobs that I was making a lot of money. It's not always about the money. Okay. Number 2, talk to them every day. Especially in the beginning. You need to talk with them every day. As business owners and men, we're not perfect, but we think that you tell somebody something once and that's it. You don't need to tell them anymore, right? But if you've like ever managed anybody or, run a business for more than a week with an employee, that it doesn't work like that. There's no such thing as like, oh, well, I told him one time, I guess now that's it. I never have to tell them again. I never have to check their work. I never have to like pay attention that they're not, that they're going to do it differently than what I told them to do. I wish it was like that. But it's not. If everybody did, I've said this before, but if everybody did what I told them to do the first time I told them to do it, oh my God, I might be a billionaire. I could be a billionaire if that actually happened, but that's obviously not the case. So when you talk to them every day, that serves multiple purposes. Number 1, you can, remind them about what they're supposed to be doing, which is, again, like I said, we all think that just because you told somebody something once that they're going to remember it and act on it and do it. Even if they're great workers, even if they're model employees, people forget, they get distracted, they make mistakes. It is what it is. So when you talk to them every day, you have the opportunity to remind them to do a better job on the things that they're doing. Another thing that is very important about talking to people every day is that the repeated exposure of you communicating with somebody every day will make it seem like you have known that person for a very long time. The more time you spend with somebody, preferably, like you can't really do it in different locations because like you're probably remote, but the more time you spend with somebody, the better they feel like they know you, right? Let's say you spend, well, okay, I'll give you a super simple example, right? I played football in high school. And one summer I went to a training camp at UCLA. It was one of these like, I don't know, week-long fucking training camps where you go and practice football shit. And when I was there, I met these two guys. And during the entire training camp, we were like the three friends, right? Like, you know how it is when you're a kid. You go, you make a friend, and fucking you hang out with them for the rest of your life, right? Not the rest of your life. But anyway, I met these two guys. And I remember after like the second day, I felt like I had known these guys forever, like actually forever, because we had been together for like 24 hours. That 24-hour block of time where we were just hanging out us. That was 24 hours that we spent together. Now, if you break those 24 hours up and you spend 1 hour a day with somebody over 24 days, you compare those two things. Who do you think you are going to feel like you know better? I would argue that you are going to think that you know the person that you have spent. Well, I mean, I guess it's the same amount of time. Whatever. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. When you spend, just think of the hours that you spend with somebody, not necessarily the length of days since the moment that you met them. Okay, so by talking to them every day, and I guess this kind of defeats the purpose of what I said because that's the second example. But anyway, the point is that when you talk to them every day, you'll have the opportunity to remind them about stuff frequently, which is important, especially in the beginning. And you'll kind of just like become part of their life. Number 3, show them your progress or their progress, or tell them about their progress. Okay, so this, and really what this is just positive reinforcement. Okay, what you want to do, I've said this many times, what you want to do when you are working with a new model or a new employee is you want, how do you determine what to reward, right? Well, if we think about it, you want to reward behavior that you want to see again. Okay. In its simplest sense, you want to reward behavior that you would like to see repeated. And you want to punish behavior that you do not want to see repeated. So what behavior do you want to see repeated? I didn't say the quality. Notice I didn't say the results. You don't reward based on results. You reward based on the behavior. For example, if a model on her first day, she does 10 reels, I'm going to say, oh my God, you did 10 reels on your first day? That's crazy. That's amazing. I've never had a model who's done 10 reels on her first day. That's insane. You just broke a record in our agency. Oh, I got to go post about this on my blog. It's never happened before. I'm so impressed. If you keep it up like this, I promise you're going to be making $10 gazillion in X amount of time. Whatever. Anyway, the point is that you reward, not just like, oh, great job. Like you take a bucket of reward and dump it on their fucking head. And if you do that, they're gonna be like, wow, oh my God, I had no idea that like 10 reels was such a good job. And if you have done if you've done your work of getting them to like you and connecting with them and getting them to the point where they feel like praise from you is valuable, then they're going to do 20 the next day. If they care. Some of them, they don't care. They're mercenaries. It is what it is. So when you reward their progress, very valuable. Now, if you're doing stuff for them, right, let's say you're setting up accounts for them, or you're running ads for them, or fucking posting on Reddit, like whatever you're doing. Okay. Why don't you show them? Be like, hey, listen, okay, let's say you're doing Reddit for a girl, right? You say, okay, look, I just wanted you to see, this is your Reddit account. Billy the VA, he's been posting on there. We post 37 times a day, which is apparently, I don't know, is that the magic number on Reddit or is it 28? I don't know, whatever the number is. Little Billy over here posted 28 times. These are the subs. Why don't you check out the account and take a look? Now, this is hoping that she's not like a cunty model who will fucking be like, I don't like the title you used on that post. Okay. I would never say, I'm not going to say it. It's explicit. They'll fucking ban me again. But you get what I'm saying. When you show them your progress, they'll be like, oh, okay, these guys are doing stuff, right? Another thing that you can show them is like, let's say you put chatters on her account, right? Let's say you start her out. There's no whatever. At the point at which you put chatters on her account, if they say, I don't care if it's $50 or fucking $20, they make a $20 sale or they sell for $20 in a day, be like, look, we just made another $20 yesterday. You just made $20 while doing nothing. And if we get more subs, you'll make even more. These chatters are so good. Anyway, don't hype it up too much if your chatters are garbage, but like, you get what I'm saying. Show them that progress is being made. Show them that like stuff is going on. Stuff is happening behind the scenes. When you're new, you have a smaller organization, maybe you're doing all this stuff yourself. It's harder. But when you get people working for you, when you have chatters and you have VAs and you have an Instagram manager, right, who's in charge of Instagram, and a Reddit manager who's in charge of Reddit, it's much easier for you to get reports from these people and just forward the report to the model. And be like, look, here's the stats on what happened today. It's very valuable. Number 4. Ask them if they would be interested in new opportunities. So this is something that I kind of discovered on accident as a result of like trying a bunch of stuff and having it not work. And you know me, I like to try things. I like to experiment. Even if, you know, if I don't know, I try shit all the time. I make Telegram groups. I fucking make products to sell. I fucking say, oh, I'm going to do this. This is this new thing. And fucking nobody cares. And so I'm like, all right, I guess that wasn't a good idea. Anyway, I try new shit all the time, also with the agency. And what I historically have done with new creators is like, let's take OFTV, for example, right? We wanted to do OFTV for a bunch of girls because we had one girl, she did OFTV, she made fucking bazillion dollars. I'm like, oh shit, well, we should ask these other girls if they want to do OFTV. So we asked them, are you interested in doing OFTV? Here's how it works, blah, 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 blah. Right. Another time we're like, oh, now we want to set up promo pages for you, for your Instagram. Are you interested? Here's how it would work. Boom, boom, boom. And what happens is these girls will think, oh my gosh, wow, like look at all of these opportunities that are coming my way that they're looking for me. And I don't even have to do anything. Now, if you're smart, what you'll do is you'll communicate with them in a way that appears authentic. And you'll say, listen, we have this new opportunity coming up. I'm not offering it to everybody, but I wanted to bring it to you first because I think you would be a perfect fit for it. And the reason is because you are blah, 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 and this is blah, blah, blah. And I wanted to bring it to you before I go and I ask everybody, just because I think you would be the best fit for it. Are you interested? If you are, let me know. If not, all good. Right. And so that seems much more intimate than just like, oh yeah, we're doing this for everybody now. Like send me some pictures. That's not as compelling, right? If somebody came, I'll just random example. I mean, hopefully that's clear from there, but like, let's say somebody comes to me and let's say they want to pitch me on an affiliate deal. They want me to affiliate for their fucking whatever. If they came to me and they said, hey, we want you to affiliate for us. We'll pay you 20% and it's really good. And we're better, we're faster, we're cheaper. Our product is, super amazing and blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, cool. And unless it like really tickles my balls, I'm probably going to say no. But if somebody came to me and they said, hey, I've been following you for a while. I really love your videos. I remember I watched your videos 8 months ago and it totally changed my life. I have this new thing. I haven't asked other people if they, we're looking for affiliates. I haven't asked anybody yet. And I wanted to come to you first because I think you would be the best fit for it because of this thing you did or this thing you said or that video you made or one time you wrote in a blog post this. And, I think it really aligns with like what your brand or whatever. And I just wanted to ask, do you think you'd be interested in promoting this? I'm much more interested in that, even if the offers are the same, even if the money is the same, right? Even if the reward for me for saying like, hey, go buy this is the same. I'm more interested in doing it with the guy who presented it in the second way, right? Even if the first guy thought that also, but he didn't tell me that, how am I supposed to know? You have to like paint the picture and then put the picture in front of the person's face so they understand. So the bottom line, ask them if they would be interested in new opportunities. Anytime you have a new idea, okay, for a new traffic thing that you want to do, Twitter drops, fucking Instagram ads, whatever, go to them, you phrase it in a nice way that makes it seem like it's personalized to them. Ask them if they're interested. Hopefully they say yes. And even if they say no, even if they are like, well, actually, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, no problem. At least you have shown that you have gone to them and you have thought about doing it for them. And that it counts. Cool. So that is my video on how to improve model retention. Let me know what you think about that. I kind of rambled in the beginning there, so hopefully you still got some value out of it. Drop me a comment, like the video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.